Welcome back to Andie the Lab. This week we are lab testing the brand new 2019 Lexus UX250H F Sport, the UX, the urban crossover. Whether you're in the city or the country, first impressions, this thing is pretty sweet. Keep watching to see how it all tests out. So when it comes to this rear, I was honestly shocked when I saw how much space there was back here. I was expecting it to be like this big, and look, it fits a large dog. Now I have to admit, I have been riding around with the seats down to give Andie extra space, but if you needed to fit your dog back here and still have a second row seat, you could make it work. Weeks worth of groceries fits back here great, and with the higher position makes it that much easier to take things in and out. Plus, you gotta love that power liftgate. Now there's hidden storage under the floor, which is always a great surprise, and when you wanna plop these seats down, they go down real easy. 1, 2. And with my back against the driver's seat, look at all this room. Now Andie's definitely noticed that this looks a little bit different, and she was a little scared at first to actually jump in. I couldn't believe it. I don't know if it's these panels or the fact that it's just tighter back here, but with a little encouragement, we got her in, right? And it also came with this. What is it, Andie? It's Mickey Mouse. Now that it's getting a little humid, I always have to find ways to cool Andie down, so thanks Lexus, this works great. But in all seriousness, it does attach easily and a great way to hide those things in the back. And then you just put it under the floor. Oop, I'm sorry, Andie. Oh, okay. Oh, second row, here we go. 60-40 split back here. Now it's definitely a little petite, but I'm comfortable. I'm 5'3". Here's what the legroom looks like when the seats are pushed fully back. It's a lot tighter, but when they're pushed more in the middle, or like me, I have to sit so much closer to the steering wheel, that person's gonna have way more legroom. As a matter of fact, in the center, I can even almost fit both feet, size 7.5 shoe. Now, if you were gonna fit 3 adults back here, it might be a little tight. Storage, you have 1 seat back pocket behind the passenger seat. No storage with the doors, but you do have an armrest with 2 additional cup holders. And might I say, it's pretty cozy too. Not bad at all. The seats are not able to recline back and forth, but easy to plop down. Having this down gets Andie that much closer to these center air vents, which is great. Plus, when the windows are down, moonroof open, I think Andie feels much more cozy back here. So Andie's definitely positioned a little bit higher to this roof. And did you notice the seats? Flat would be like this. They go like that. Flat, beyond flat. Do you like that? Oh, she likes that. Let's go check out those front features. So when it comes to this UX, it was designed by a female. Whoop whoop! And I think it shows because this thing has a smart design. For starters, it uses the Ungawa effect. Basically, Lexus describes Ungawa as a seamless connection between the inside and the out. And I kind of see it. This instrument cluster extends somewhat through the windshield, meets the hood, so you feel like you have good understanding of like the vertical dimensions of this vehicle. And up here, your multimedia navigation display, and it uses Lexus remote touch interface with haptic feedback. So you just swish to the left, to the right, click to make your selection, and you know what? It works great and it's super easy to use. I actually prefer this touchpad over a scroll knob, and you have loads of information. Audio, phone, different apps, you can see the weather, traffic information, Apple CarPlay, which is great. I am so happy Lexus has this now. Now the buttons for climate control, I happen to really like the way they're designed. You push up like this, or you push down. And the knobs that you don't use all the time, like ventilated, heated seat, heated steering wheel, they're a little bit smaller and they're underneath here. Now that's a female thinking. And the volume button, I just got to point this out. When I first got in, I have to be honest, I was a little confused. Where's the volume? I couldn't find it. Yes, you have your functions on your steering wheel, but where's that scroll button? Here in this UX, your volume button is right here in the center. So picture this, you're driving, you have your elbow on this armrest that's just designed perfectly. You put your hand down and it's like a glove. You don't have to lean forward when you're driving or tap buttons up front. You can stay right here in your comfortable driving position. And as we start to review more Lexuses, that is a hard word to say, plural. Needless to say, as we review more Lexuses, I hope it has this volume scroll. Storage in the center console, pretty impressed actually. I was able to fit 2 nice sized water bottles in here, and you have additional USB charging ports. Front console, doorways, and a rubberized tray up front. Fits your phone perfectly, but I just wish it was a wireless charger. I feel like I keep checking, is it charging? Is it not? It's not charging. And can we talk about these seats? How nice are they? 10-way power adjusting seats with 2-way lumbar support. Lexus calls this circuit red. It's perforated with these beautiful red stitch lines. And other than the storage bins, the entire door is like a soft feel, and the dashboard is extra soft. It almost feels like suede. It's beautiful, complemented by this black matte trim. And I love that Andie's not too far from me. Would you like a treat? You want to take the UX for a spin? Okay, let's get this UX on the road. This UX has been so fun to drive. I love this little thing. Plus the all-wheel drive system, you feel planted and stable, whipping around bends at high speeds. So this crossover is designed to be like a sedan, just positioned higher. So if you're used to driving a sedan, you might really like this. And in this model, you have a 2.0-liter 4-cylinder hybrid engine. You don't have to plug it in, it regenerates on its own. And it even has a system where it will predict when to charge your battery to maximize fuel economy. And when you turn this thing on, it is like radio silent. For some pet owners, you'll find this really important because if your dog gets anxiety at the sound of an engine, you don't have to worry about that in this Lexus. And you have 3 main driving modes, which you access right up here with this little scrolly knob, which again is a super smart design because you're not looking down or fiddling with a knob in the center. It's right here. You can keep your eyes on the road. You have a sport mode for that quicker response, normal, and eco mode. Now, because this is an F-Sport model, look at this steering wheel. It's super thick, comfortable, lined in leather, also motorized and adjustable. Look at this, gotta love that. And you have every safety feature you want in this Lexus, like lane departure warning, you have blind spot protection, pre-collision with pedestrian detection, so hopefully you won't hit me when I'm taking a walk with Andie. And I love the backup cameras. Now the cameras do not show across this entire screen, but it shows big enough that you have a great view of your vehicle. Now in order to get Apple CarPlay working, you do have to plug it in with a cord, and the cord plugs in under this armrest. Now initially I thought, it would make more sense if the cord were up front by the phone, but it really doesn't matter because the cord snakes right along the side of the center console and it's completely out of the way. I love the fact that you have an armrest that your entire arm actually fits on, and remember those buttons up front? Look, fits like a glove. Smart, 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 because it was designed by a woman. Designed by a woman. So Andie and I had a little dog-scussion, and our top 5 favorite features are 1. The rear space and underfloor storage. I am super impressed with what Lexus achieved in this UX. You're impressed too? 2. That beautiful front grille. That mesh pattern has like a 3D appearance. 3. Seats. Love the color, and they're super cozy. Plus, did you notice Andie's leash and collar happen to match the seats? I'll put the link for Finn and me down below. 4. The overall placement of the front knobs. Once you figure out where everything is, it's so great to use. And 5. The overall bang for your buck. Now this particular model is around $42K, but you can get other trim levels in the mid-30s. This is a luxury vehicle built at an affordable price. What a great option. Big thanks to Lexus for letting us lab test this 2019 UX. Andie, you're the boss. Is it lab approved? It's lab approved. And it's lab mom approved too. I love this little whip. And don't forget, subscribe to our channel. And if you click that bell, you'll know when our next lab tested review is up. We'll see you next time. Bye.